In this video, we're going to discuss two protocols. Cisco Identity Service Engine provide number of ways to implement AAA. For authentication, authorization, and accounting, there are two main protocols. One is TakeX Plus and second one is Radius. It means two main protocols used by Cisco Identity Service Engine. One is TakeX and second is Radius. Let's discuss these two protocols which Cisco ISE use. And when you go to Cisco ISE and when you go to operation, so Radius and TakeX logs. These are the two different protocols which you can use them for different purpose. The first one is TakeX Plus. Basically, TakeX stand for Terminal Access Control System Plus. This is the abbreviation. Before TakeX Plus, there were a protocol Terminal Access Control System only, without Plus, which was created. That protocol without Plus was created to control the access to Unix terminal. After that, Cisco introduced TakeX Plus, which is a Cisco proprietary protocol. Cisco create a new protocol called TakeX Plus for device administration. So it means TakeX Plus is a Cisco proprietary protocol which you can use them for device administration. TakeX Plus provide centralized acceptance of user take access control of devices. You can use this protocol for centralized management of devices like router, switches, firewall, whatever, proxies. This TakeX Plus protocol can control authorization of device command per user or group. Terminal Access Control System Plus support multi-protocol. TakeX Plus can support many protocol, IPv4, AppleTalk, and so many other things they can support. Another thing, TakeX Plus encrypt entire body of the packet, but leave standard TakeX header. So this is the beauty of TakeX Plus, that the entire packet is encrypted. It means it's separated authentication, authorization, and accounting. TakeX use port number 49, TCP port number 49. I will show you. When they do communication between client and server. So it's like a client server protocol. We use them. So TakeX is the ability to separate authentication, authorization, and accounting. I already told you this one. Normally we use TakeX Plus for device administration, and we already know what is device administration. Why? Because devices need authentication once, but authorization many times during single session. Normally when you log into the device, let me show you, and let me access this switch, and this switch, where is, and this switch, there is already device administration configure, and this is ISE. So if I try to log in, so first I need to authenticate. So this is admin1 and abc@12345. I authenticate first time. Authentication is done. Okay, it's failed. So admin1 Password is abc@12345. Maybe I type wrongly. Yeah. So now I authenticate, and if I go to TechX live logs, so it will show me that this user is being authenticated. They say this the test and this is being authorized, authenticate this admin. Yeah, because I'm in the prompt. So but if I run any command, it will send authorization again. Let me refresh. Look at authorization, and it will ask that this user can run this configuration command. Authorization successful, and it's mentioned somewhere as well. I need to check if it is or not. Whatever you are running, so it will show you these command as well. Okay, let me log in with another user which cannot run anything. So let me duplicate, no, let me new session, and this time let me log in with a user with limited privileges. Support 1abc@12345. Now if I check first, it will say that support 1 is authenticated. Okay, it's not yet here. It will, yeah. They say that this user is authenticate and authorized to use this CLI because I'm in this CLI. But if I try to config, so I cannot run this command. Authorization fail. If I type exit, authorization fail. So one time authenticate, but I am authorized 2 times. If refresh, there will be 2 more entry. Look at it's fail. And if I check why is fail, the exit command which I run, so they say that command authorization fail. And these are the detail from where I'm login, and there is one place, let's see, this the username which he try. Okay, authentication result pass, but authorization fail. And I fail again and again within a session 2 times. Yeah, let me try again, and if I refresh, so you see, and I'm using TechX. I'm using TechX protocol for this purpose. That's what I say here. The devices need authentication. Once I already authenticate with SUP1, but authorize many times during single session, and this the authorization. A router or switch may need authorization user activity per command basis. Yes, that's the command. Every command I need to check with the ISE that this user can run this command or not per command basis. That's why TechX protocol is specially designed to accommodate that type of authorization which I need. And yes, that's what I need. That whenever user try to log into router, switch, firewall, and they are running any command, they has to be checked with Cisco ISE that can this user run these command, and these commands are set here. If we go to result and we attach with this group or with this user, and these are the command set. So every time they need to check these command. So read only the one which cannot try to type exit. These command are here. He can run only show command, and I am trying to run config command, exit command. So exit is not here. That's why I cannot run these command. Who is doing this for me? TechX protocol. Terminal access control system plus. And if you need it, the port number, let me capture this packet. If I right click here and capture the port number 0/0 from switch to ISE, this is the port which the traffic carry. And let me, I can run debug command on the switch as well. But let me show you from here. And let me try from here, exit again, and here you need to check TechX, and let me filter them. Okay, yeah, on this port it's not showing me. Did I capture the correct port? Let me clear them and see. Yes, the telnet traffic is also coming on this. Yeah, it's here, but let me filter this one. For some reason it's not showing me by this one, so yeah, this is the TechX. Close. Let me type, maybe I type wrongly. TACACS plus. Yeah, for some reason it's not going to filter. Anyway, let me show you from here. I just need to show you the port number which I was talking about. So this is the port number 49, and this is the transmission control protocol. So this is what I say, that they are using port number 49, communication between TechX client and server. So this is my client I'm trying, and this is the server, and we are using port number 49. So this is TechX plus. Now there is another protocol which we will discuss a bit later. So let me go first there, and this is the TechX flow. How the TechX flow? Admin user connect to the network device just like me. If I try to here new session, and let me close this one, and let me close this one, and let me close this one and start again the capture. Okay, and let me capture 0/0. By the way, it's better to capture here. It will be good if I capture this one. Let's see, so that I can show you only TechX properly. Let's see if it can show us TechX only. Okay, let me filter them with TechX. So if I user try to log in, okay, and they type admin1 and password abc@12345. Okay, so it's still not showing me. Let me clear them. It may be there should be TechX. So radius is there. Yeah, because they are using a TCP. No. So from here is, yeah, it's here, but I don't know why it's not filter. Let me try to filter. For some reason it's not going to filter. Maybe there is some issue in my this ISE, because this what is called Wireshark. Anyway, this is the TechX. So the first thing is authentication. Can I connect to the device? Authentication. So this is my user which I am here, this one. So I say, can I connect to this device? So they provide me, they say that you type what is your credential. This why here you can see authentication. So the first thing is authentication, and TechX port number 49 TCP they are using, and that's the authentication. Now they say that what is your credential. So I type my username admin1 and password abc@12345. Authentication complete. User credential validated successfully. and now I authenticate here. That's why authentication is done with TechX authentication. Let me go down. If we have another packet, for some reason is not filtering, so it will be an issue for us. So let me go one by one like this, because they will check with their depth. So that's why yeah, it's here. So authentication is done. Now second thing is device prompt and privileges label as authorized. Can I get the switch prompt, please? That's the authorization. That's why I get this prompt. And I can. Now the second thing is every time I need a new authorization. Now can I run this command? If I type config t, okay, so that they will send this command and will check. So if I go back, there will be authorization now. Here is TechX authorization. So TechX authorization. If I type another command again, it will say authorization. Every time if I type any command, like in the case of other user, we have another user which has limited privileges and permission granted. That's why permission is granted. I'm in configuration mode. So this the way how it is work means generally. This is generally not the, I'm not talking about the packets, but generally when a user try to log into the switch, in my case, first they will ask them username and password. We type the username and password. It was successful. Then they give them a prompt, which we have configuration enable mode prompt. Then I type configuration, so they will check. And every command when I try, they will check them, and if it is okay, so permission will be granted. And this how the traffic work. Again, start authentication, user try to connect. Reply authentication, request username. Continue authentication, username and password. Then we type the password, so it's pass. All these has to be somewhere, because unfortunately it's not going to filter for some reason. That's why. So let me go to the first packet. I wasn't know that they will not capture, it will not filter properly. So if I go to TechX, this the authentication, okay, and then TechX authentication again. This the packet which is encrypted. I told you it will be encrypted. And then when I go to another TechX, this the authorization, we run some command, and this the same, sorry, authentication, same authentication. After that, this the again authentication, and we need to go down. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this the again authentication. Let me stop them. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything to filter, and there are a lot of traffic. So filter, without filter is very difficult. But anyway, let me check another packet of TechX if we have. Let me go quickly down and start from here. The last packet I just want to see, and it's here TCP. Yeah, this one. So this is accounting, and this is accounting packet, but before there will be authorization. Anyway, so this the thing start, then request shell is provided, and then is add and authorization is done. If I try to run any command, it will be authorized, and if it is okay, then I can access those command. So this is the way how TechX work. Another protocol which is RDS. RDS stand for Remote Authentication Dial End User Services. This is the abbreviation. and this is open standard. TechX was Cisco proprietary, and we can use for a client and Cisco ISE server. We already discussed this. From here to Cisco ISE we are using. So basically most of the time we are using Radius for network access and TechX for device administration most of the time, because you can use the Radius for device administration as well. Radius as security protect secure the network against unauthorized access. Normally we use Radius for network access. So Radius server contain network services access information and user authentication. So when this user try to log in to access these resources, they will send the traffic to switch. Switch will make a Radius packet and send to ISE. This is what I say here. First they will authenticate the user and then they will provide them network access. We are not using Radius to allow user to control the command like a TechX. It's the opposite. We cannot use. We can use for other vendor devices. Sometimes we are using Radius, but not in the case of router and switches to execute which command they can run, like in this one, TechX command. Radius is not useful for Cisco router switches firewall management. Yes, it's true. Because for Cisco router switches and firewall, we are using TechX protocol. It means Radius does not allow user to control which command they can execute on router, switches and firewall. Also, Radius does not support multi-protocol like a TechX. Radius encrypt password only and access request packet. If I capture here, let me capture 0/0, because on 0/0 they will send the Radius packet to this ISE. From PC to here there will be EAPOL protocol. So let me type Radius, filter this Radius, and let me authenticate this user again so that you can see the Radius packet. So let me go to this network device and let me disable it and let me enable so that they can send the packet again to re-authenticate, and here you will see Radius packet. So from here to here EAPOL, and from switch to then there is Radius packet, and these are the Radius packet. So I say that Radius encrypt password of access request packet and the access request packet. This the access request packet, and you see there will be username and password as well. Access request, and the password is encrypted, and there should be what is called username which has been authenticated. So let me see it, one packet. Okay, it's somewhere in the, because there are so many packets they generate, it's very difficult to check out. This the accounting. Let me go back accounting, because we re-enable the interface. This means the username is not there, which should be. So let me, yeah, it's here. So that's the test in E1, employee 1, okay. But password is encrypted, which we say that whereas I mentioned that okay, radius, maybe I mentioned somewhere which encrypt the, yeah, this one. Radius encrypt password of the access request packet only from client to server, but takex encrypt the entire packet which we saw in the packet. Radius protocol use UDP, and if we go back and check here, so they are using user datagram protocol, means UDP, and these are the port number 1645 and 1646, and also 1812 and 1813. They are using, I will show you these two packet, maybe I mentioned in the table, I believe. Yeah, here is. So radius use 1812 and 1813. 1812 for authentication and 1813 for accounting. And also they are using 1645 for authentication and 1646 for accounting. So that's why both the port are mentioned there. Now radius use UDP and takex use TCP. We check both. If you want to go back and check this one and check takex packet, so this is TCP base. You see transmission control protocol and port is 49. But if you go to radius, so radius is using user datagram protocol and port are different, because they will encrypt the entire packet in one packet, but this separately, sorry, and this one will only encrypt the password. Radius protocol combine authentication and authorization in one packet, and this what they do. It use port number 1812 and 1813 for accounting, and also it use 1645 and 1646. I already told you about these two and how it is work. So this the way. Supplicant means this the device which I try. So that device is only use EAP over LAN. I already told you. With layer 2 they are connected to our switch. Switch send the radius packet which I capture and show you. Radius access request, and that's why this is a radius access request packet. This is the first packet. Then where they will send the name, and if you check this one, so this is the name test E1, because we are logging here with test E1. Now radius access challenge, they will send them the challenge, and after this one there is a challenge, and the challenge they will ask them the detail, password and so on, other things. Then radius access request, again there is radius access request, here is access request, and here they will send the protocol and everything. When you see here, this mention here all the thing, and then radius access accept. So if everything is okay, there will be accept as well. So this is the challenge and request, against challenge and request there will be accept as well. Here is access accept for this user test 1, and this the password is encrypted, and these are the more detail. Okay, we will discuss this in another video. So this the beginning, then middle, and then end, and this successful access, and this why EAP successful will be sent to supplicant and supplicant will be connected, and this why our window PC is now connected, because everything is okay. So I will get the IP and everything, and I can access the resources now, and yes, I get the IP in detail. I'm not going in detail, just to show you how it is work. Neither I want to explain you each and everything. So these are the command from switch to your Cisco ISE. Access request, I told you this access request radius, then access challenge, this the second is access challenge, then access request, then this the access request, then access accept and access reject. If you type wrong username and password, so access in my case is correct, so access accept, and then accounting request. That's why you can see accounting request, and then accounting response, and there will be accounting response as well. You can see this one. These are the packet between Cisco switch and Cisco ISE when you configure radius. So this is the total way. By the way, it's better to show you in next video TechX and radius packet flow separately and explain you one by one. So this the TechX and this one is for radius. We already know, but let me explain you properly. So anyway, these were the two main protocol which we can use in Cisco ISE. One is TechX and second one is radius. This is the main difference. Radius is UDP based, I show you, and TechX is TCP. Radius use 1812 and 1813, 1645 and 1646 port, while TechX use only port number 49 TCP. Radius encrypt password only. TechX encrypt the entire communication. Radius combine authentication and authorization. TechX treat authentication, authorization and accounting differently. Radius is open protocol. TechX is Cisco proprietary protocol. Radius lightweight protocol and consume less resources. TechX is heavy protocol and consume more resources. Radius is limited to privileges mode, but TechX support up to 15 privileges. That's why mainly used for network access radius, and TechX is mainly used for device administration. So basically our main topic was between two protocol, TechX and radius, and what is the difference between these two and for which purpose we are using these two protocol. That's it.